Hey there, coaches. Welcome to Wednesday. I can't remember what today is, so welcome to Wednesday. We're just going to call it that. And our topic today is going to be expose, involve, and upgrade. And this is a topic that you've actually heard before if you've been through all of the Diamond Mind training. Sorry, I'm just trying to push my phone away so I don't get distracted. So you've probably heard this concept before, but I don't know about you guys, but for me, I went through Diamond Mind 4 times. I constantly will refer back to videos. I don't have to do it as much now because, I like to think that practice not makes perfect, but, it helps you to become better. So anyway, I actually got a lot from going through this video. I'm sorry, I'm really congested. I got a lot from going through this video myself today. So it's always good to go back and review some of these topics, and that's the reason why a lot of these videos in here are repeats, is because when you hear it from different people, you can get different perspectives from it. You get different things from it when you hear it on a different day. Sometimes we just need to listen to it again, because whenever we learn something, we're not going to absorb everything immediately. So you might hear some points that maybe you didn't hear in the Diamond Mind video. So the whole concept, and I'm looking over to the right because I have a bunch of notes on this because this is a really good one and I don't want to leave anything out. But the whole concept of expose, involve, and upgrade is really what will help you to become a great leader for your team, and then also, what's the word that I'm trying to look for? Develop leaders on your own team. Because of course we all love being here and helping each other out, but eventually you'll want your coaches to become leaders so that they can, create their team and become independent. And really this whole concept is the secret to building a team. I used to be a little bit confused when I first became a coach, and I was recruiting new coaches to the team, but some of them just really didn't seem super interested or involved, and they didn't really do that much with the business, and then they ended up not continuing to do it anymore. And now I understand, because I didn't know about this concept in the beginning and I didn't apply it. So this is super duper important to apply when you're growing your team. Danny Johnson actually teaches this. I have it on CDs. If you guys want to borrow it, I will gladly send you a copy, or the copy that I have to listen to. It's a great concept. So the first idea, or the first concept, is the exposure part. This is where you want to be sharing your story, your fitness, your workouts, your Shakeology, just the overall lifestyle that you have. You want to share it on all of your social media outlets, because this is really what's going to open the door for people to come in and talk to you about joining a challenge, or about coaching even. You may think that people aren't listening to you, and I've touched on this before, but people really are listening. I promise you that. I cannot tell you how many people have came forward to me saying, I've been watching you for the past few months and seeing your results, and you look amazing, so I want to know what you're doing. And these are people that were ignoring me before and all of those things. So just remember that everyone is listening to you. So try to portray your lifestyle as you're living it and tell people about what you're doing. Because the fact of the matter is, if everyone knew about Beachbody and was doing it, their lives would be changed. So it's our job to share with them what we're doing. And of course you want to share in a way that you're not bragging. And when I say that, I'm talking about the coaching aspect, the earning part, really. I used to shy away from doing this because I didn't want people to think that I was bragging, because that's never something that I would do. I'm not the type of person that usually talks about my successes, but I've learned that within this business, if you really want people to know what you're doing and know about your life, then you have to get more comfortable with sharing it. And of course, you can share it in a way that isn't icky or doesn't sound like you're bragging. One thing that I will say a lot whenever I'm posting about stuff, and this is just how I talk now, I'll say, I'm so blessed that I was able to quit my full-time job, and now I have a life of freedom, and God is so good, and just things like that. And if you don't want to talk about it in that way, you don't have to. You could say it in another way, I'm so fortunate that because of being a Beachbody coach, now have enough money to put in my savings account every month, or pay off my student loans quicker, things like that. Just something to share with people. People like to know that you're doing well. People like to know what you're doing. People are happy for you when you're happy. And then the next concept kind of just goes into what I was just talking about, and that's the involvement concept. So when people see you sharing all this stuff and exposing stuff, they're going to come to you and they're going to be like, hey, Jessica, how the heck did you just quit your job? Like, what? How did that just happen? So that's when I have the perfect opportunity to explain to them about coaching. And what I've actually done is I have my own website now, getfitjess.com, if you ever need ideas or different things to talk about when it comes to Shakeology, recruiting coaches to your team, different blog articles that I write about, if you just want to see how I have it set up, any of that. So I actually do blog articles on things when I have something to share. Like I did a blog post with a video in it of how I quit my job the first week after I quit my job. Then I did another one on moving to Charlotte because people kept asking me are you on vacation? What's going on? Why are you in Charlotte? So the video and the blog post was the easiest thing for me to do because when people ask, I can say, hey, here's my story, go check it out. This is what I've been up to. But if you don't have a website, you can certainly share it with them in a message and just tell them about what you're doing. Not everyone is at the point yet where they can quit their full-time job, but some people on the team, they're at the point where they're going on extra vacations. People have additional income to help them pay their bills every month. So just share with them what you're doing and what other people on the team are doing. And then people are going to sign up with you because they want to do what you've done. So once they get to the point that you sign up, you have to be there for them. You can't just put them on your team and just expect them to hit the ground running and be like the most amazing coach ever in the world. You have a very short time frame in which you can help them get started and get plugged in because at this point they've became a coach, but you don't have their buy-in yet. They still have to see, if this whole coaching thing is going to work for them. So don't just dump them in our group. Do one of those pretty picture frames with their name on it and do a brief introduction of them and how you know them and say something nice about them whenever you introduce them to the group. And then you want to check in with them. See the kinds of things that they like and they don't like as far as being mentored. If they're a big to-do list person, you can hold them accountable and help them with coaching in that way. But if they hate to-do lists, then you definitely want to steer clear of that. So just try to get to know them and what works best for them. Talk to them on the phone if that's what they prefer, Facebook chat, text messaging. In the beginning, you really want to be flexible and do whatever is best for them. You also want to make sure that they're getting involved with our team, the Fit and Faithful group. So by how you can do this is you can just encourage them to post in the group, make friends, send friend requests to people in the group. Get involved answering other people's questions in our challenge groups. Talk about Shakeology and their workouts in the challenge groups. And if you don't see them doing that, just encourage them to do so and tell them to jump in and that we can't wait for their feedback. You also want to get them involved in Beachbody as a whole. That will get them super excited because if you've listened to any of the coach calls, gone to Summit, Super Saturday, any of the events, Beachbody will absolutely blow your mind and you will just think that you are dreaming because you just can't believe that your life is just so good that you're a part of something so amazing. So get them plugged into the National Wake Up Calls on Monday. Send them a list of all the top coaches so that they can friend them or follow them on their Facebook pages. Send friend requests to Carl Deichler and the other Beachbody corporate. Get them to follow the fitness pages like Insanity, T25, and stuff like that. And get them, like I said, involved with the team. Find them a push partner. If their push partner doesn't work out, what I would do is check back with him after the first week or so and just ask them how it's going so far. Don't just assign them and then run away. Make sure you check back in because if it's not working out, we can pair them up with someone else that would be a better fit. And there's no problem to do that. There's no hard feelings. I had another push partner before, and she's an amazing person, but we had different goals in the business, so it made more sense for me to work with someone else with similar goals. So make sure that they are with someone that's a good pair and that they're talking weekly and holding each other accountable with their goals. And then the last part is the upgrade part. This, hang on, I'm trying to make sense of what my notes say. Okay, so the upgrade part is, the whole thing is you're at the point now where you're not the only one in their Beachbody life motivating them. They're motivating themselves. They are super excited about everything else and they're just like plugged into everything, and they're not going to go anywhere at this point if they're super involved. They will be absolutely unstoppable at this point, and this is the point where they're going to go off and be leaders and lead their own teams, and they're just going to be so comfortable doing their own thing that they're just going to take off like a rocket. And that's good. You want to be able to develop leaders to do those types of things. I've seen a lot of you guys do that, and it just makes me so happy. Like, it touches my heart to see that growth in you, and it's just absolutely amazing. And I will always be here for you no matter what, but it just makes me super duper excited once I see those leadership, what am I even trying to say? The leaders on the team developing and really just showing their growth. So anyways, I hope that this concept has helped you guys expose. Remember this: expose, involve, upgrade. Exposing is sharing with others about your lifestyle with coaching and fitness and Shakeology, what you're doing. Involving is whenever you get them plugged into the groups, get them plugged into Beachbody, get them plugged into the coach calls. And then the upgrade part is once they have done all this stuff, they become independent and they become unstoppable and they become fearless leaders like all of you. So hope this video helps. Let me know if you have any questions about this concept, and again, if you want to borrow Danny's CD on it that I have. And I hope you have a great day. Bye.